get 100% in any exam with no revision. Sound too good to be true? That's because it is. You can get 100% in any exam with no more revision. And now you're finally listening to me, let me tell you about the exam hack that will help you get more marks without necessarily doing any more. The difference between a student who gets the top grade and a student who gets 100% is oftentimes just exam technique. You need to understand that you can get more marks in that exam if you understand how the marks are awarded. You can answer questions that you don't necessarily know the answer to, and you can squeeze out some marks from every single question. And look, this all comes down to understanding how the marks are broken down. Let's take A-level economics for an example. I've got a 25-mark question on inflation. I don't know how to answer it. I will get a few marks if I just write down the definition of inflation and pull some data from the extract. Immediately, that's 2 more marks than I would have gotten before. GCSE science, in those 6 markers, if you don't know the answer, you can pick up a good half of the marks even if you do not apply your knowledge to that specific setting. Define something, write down a formula. For example, if the question is on photosynthesis and you don't understand how to answer the question, you can write down the definition, you can write down the formula. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, how can this help me get 100%? Trust me, this extends to those top grade students. I just finished a mock exam for university this morning and I did not get full marks, despite understanding how to answer every single one of the questions. Without boring you to death, I was working out the optimal levels of capital and labour for a specific economy. An economy has specific endowments, so I thought, okay, I'll just plug these into the optimum function and I will find the optimum KL value. And I did. I got the answer correct, but that was assuming there was a well-behaved utility function, well-behaved production functions, and I didn't specify that. I didn't specify my corner solution. Therefore, I didn't get full marks in that question. That is the difference between getting a good grade and getting a perfect grade. And the way in which you get to understand these things is by doing practice question after practice question, going through the mark schemes and asking your teacher how the marks are broken down. And look, I understood how to do those things, I just didn't think to do it. If I'd have done that, I would have gotten more marks without doing any more revision. If you like this video and you found it helpful, be sure to save it for later and follow if you want to see daily study tips.